Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your September monthly reading. This one's going to be a long one, as all the monthly readings are. There will be time stamped in the description box below. If you want to jump around or come back and look at something, whatever tickles your fancy. So, we're going to do the general portion first. So, let's see what we have for you, Gemini, for September. Okay, so we're starting off with the shadow energy of slave. Okay, and this says giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. Okay. And then we have fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, and hostilities. Wisdom, destiny. So this is the Hierophant, the Wheel of Fortune, and justice. Oh, 3 major arcana cards. All right, so Gemini. You have a big heart. I feel like we've had this conversation before, but this is the focus again for September. Your heart is really big. You care for others. You care about the situations you're in. You really do care. I feel like I need to say that you care so much, but I don't think that other people know how much you care. You know what I mean? There's probably a few out there that knows how caring you are, but I feel the majority just kind of doesn't see how much you truly do care. I just feel like sometimes you have to make the hard decision, so I feel like people don't think that you care. Okay, let me get that out. And that's what I see. I see you having a big heart in September about things, like wanting things to go a certain way, wanting to help others, wanting to look at the bright side of things. But being afraid to say something about it, or being afraid to open up. For some reason, there's a status quo. So there's a way that things have been. There's a way that things have been, people have been, and it's just it's like everyone accepts this situation, or everyone accepts that this person is the way that they are. Okay. But times are changing. Things are changing. It's like time for things to change. The cycle needs to end, is what I'm seeing. So I feel like you're the one, and I don't know why, but it feels like you're the one that has to do what is right, regardless of what everyone else feels or what everyone else thinks, or maybe even hurting someone's feelings. It looks as though you're the one that's going to have to kind of stand up, and not for the group as much, Gemini, but for you. It's like I have to do what's right for myself, I have to do the right thing. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands, 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups, Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords, 2 of Coins, 3 of Cups, 6 of Coins, Knight of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Wands. Yeah. The 5 of Wands tells me that there is a conflict here, right? So there's a conflict. There's something that needs to change. There's an opposing energy. The Queen of Swords tells me that in September, you're doubting your your choices, your decisions. And I really feel like it's the right one. But I feel like someone else's response, other people's response or actions towards you doing something is making you doubt yourself. That's what I'm seeing here in September. So it's like I'm getting this random story of someone like really wanting all of your attention or all of your energy. And, you know, this is what it looks like. It looks like you're doing something out of the goodness of your heart because you care about somebody. And this could be a job as well. Like you're like, okay, I'll work this overtime. That's fine. But I feel like it's not coming out in your favor here. So it's almost like there's promises, or you're doing something out of the goodness of your heart, thinking that there's going to be a promise or that someone's going to follow through with what they said, or maybe even pay for you. And it's not happening with the Four of Cups, right? Meaning that someone is like, I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do or what I said I was going to do. I'm not going to follow through like I said I was going to follow through. And I need you to feel bad for me, or I need you, Gemini, to not say anything about this. That's what it feels like. So it's like someone isn't standing up or doing what they said they were going to do. Okay. Yeah. The truth is that they don't care what other people think. They're making it seem like, whoever this is, I'm going to say this as a person, but it feels like they're making it seem like, oh, Gemini, you know, I need you to be here for me, or I need you to help with this, or I need you to stay here and do this overtime. And you do it, but then they don't compensate you, or don't say thank you, or they don't follow through like they said they were going to. And then it's, well, this is like a pity party. They throw like a pity party and they expect you to just kind of deal with it, like this is how it is. Okay. I see that this person is just consistently making bad decisions, saying that they're gonna stop, or saying that things are gonna be different, but really it's not. I feel like the balance is breaking, and I heard the bow. So it's like the dam is breaking. So it's like promises of making decisions, but they're not following through on the decisions. And after a while, that starts piling up, and you start seeing that this person isn't doing, or they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of you. I see you trying to keep the peace, Gemini. Yeah. I feel like you see that there is a problem. I feel like you're trying to give constructive criticism or trying to move things forward because it just looks like it's stuck. So I feel like you're trying to help sort of get things unstuck, right? Because you're seeing that you being friendly or you helping is adding to the problem and not really helping. Okay. And I see that this person, this job, they just want more and more and more from you. Yeah. They want more from you. It's so crazy. It's like they're not learning. They're not seeing they're wrong. They want more. They don't want anything new. They don't want to change. There's very much like disorganized, wasted energy here. And it's what's interesting about this with the Ten of Swords is it's like they could change. They could, but it's so much easier to stay the same. It's so much easier to do things the same when no one is forcing change, you know, where you can just kind of make excuses or whatever. Yeah. But I will say this about you, Gemini. You're seeing that there's a problem. You definitely are seeing that there's a problem. And I feel like you're keeping it to yourself. You're watching. You're watching. But you definitely see that there's a problem. Your focus now is fixing this because this is a problem. This is an issue that needs to be resolved. So you're trying your best to do it in a way that doesn't create any problems or big issues, but also you're aware of your boundaries. You're aware of the lies. You're aware of the deceit. You're aware of where you need to stop giving to this problem. Okay? So let's get into your love life. Okay, Gemini, let's dive into your love life for September. Okay. We're starting off with Rebel in reverse. Rejects legitimate authority out of anger and rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. This could be the one. Engagement and worth waiting for. It goes like this. I wasn't going to pick out 3, but, you know, spirit calls. And let's see. Opportunity beckons. That's the 4 of Cups. Then we have the Emperor, which is lead in this deck. And Listen, which is the High Priestess. Okay. This is interesting. You either love or like this person that you're with, okay? Or that you're talking to. You've met someone, if you're like in a situationship or something, you've met a person and you really like them. If you're married, you really love this person. You know, like you care about them, you know they care about you, that type of thing. So, I feel like you're in some sort of rebellious energy when it comes to love. Where you know you care about this person or you know they care about you. But before you can like fully open up to them right now for whatever reasons you have, you're like making them wait. Or making them prove themselves to you in some sort of weird fashion. I feel like they're offering you a deeper connection or love or like attention. They're offering you something. It feels like they want like a deeper connection with you or they want you to open up. Okay. I feel like you have a need right now to be in full control of yourself. And when you're in love or you open yourself to love or being vulnerable to love, you leave yourself open. And it's not that I don't think you're ready for that. I just think that you're waiting before you do it. Yeah, because with intuition being here, listen, I feel like you're waiting on the right time or like what feels right. Because it just doesn't feel right now for some reason. Like, I want to say like a lack of trust, but I don't even know if I want to call it a lack of trust. I just feel like you're just not... it just feels like you're just not ready right now or something. Okay, so we have the Fool, Strength, Sun, Greed, which is the Devil, Ten of Swords, the Moon, lots of major arcana I'm seeing, the Wheel of Fortune, Two of Cups, Six of Swords, and then we have the Seven of Swords and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. It definitely looks like to me, Gemini, that someone is trying to get in your good graces. You could be trying to get in someone's good graces, but I almost feel like it's more of someone else trying to get in your good graces. Like, it's like maybe after a time of not working on a relationship, for those of you who've been in one, now they're deciding they want to do it. And you're like, what is this trick? What's going on here? Like, why are they all of a sudden, you know, working on our relationship and stuff? You know, there's a there's a little bit of like, I know you want more from me, but I want to see where this is coming from in September. So, what's interesting about this is I feel like you were open to something new. Okay. Before this happened. This is like a precursor. And I feel like they weren't ready. But what I'm getting from September is now this person is ready. So it's almost like you being open or trying to be fun or try new things, or, you know, like, I don't know. It just feels like you're more open to things. I feel like that kind of put a spark into this person. Like, this is a good time. You know, like they were open, like they finally got the hint. They finally got the hint. Sorry, I'm stuttering. And they were like, okay, this is a good time. This was a good time. But they had so many like insecurities, because I don't feel like this is you from the way these cards are laid out. They had some insecurities, and they were kind of missing the marks on you being romantic or caring or trying to get their attention. And as we move forward in September, I feel like you have some things that you need to deal with. So I feel like you have some responsibilities or some things coming your way, and you have to kind of take care of them, or you have to focus on them, right? And now they want to get involved. Yeah. So you got some things coming your way, I feel like, that you need to deal with. You can't really wait to do them. It's like, I need to do these things now. I need to fix these things now, you know, before they turn into something bigger. And it may have to do with work, because I feel like it has something to do with you, like, living a happy life or having a happy situation. So I feel like now they want to protect what it is they do have, after not protecting what it is they do have when it comes to you. So there's a little bit of confusion here, and they're taking it as rejection almost, but it's really not. It's just that you are busy, or you have something else you have another focus here, but they're taking it as they're hurt. I hate to say butt hurt, but that's what it is. You know, it's like, well, I wanted Gemini's attention right now, but Gemini is busy, so that means that they don't care about me, and I'm about to pout about it. That's what's happening here. Okay, so so I feel like as you move forward in September, you're starting to see this change in your partner, and they just want to be happy with you. It's very interesting. It's like a whole 360 here, and you're like, what is this? What's happening? Where's this 360 coming from? After a time where they weren't really paying me any attention, or they were focused on other things, or let me see. Yeah, I feel like they were just wasting time. This is like disorganized thinking and focused on something else that wasn't really important. Probably work or building something. I don't know. It's like there was a brief moment or a project that had their focus at the time when you really wanted to work on things. So you're starting to see that things are changing. They're really focused on the relationship. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I feel like the moment that you start ignoring, and not ignoring them, I just feel like you're focusing on finishing something that needs to be finished. Like a phase in your life or a situation that you're dealing with. You're like trying to close that out. And it's like you see something turning into a bad situation, so you're like working on that and fixing it before it turns into something bad. But I feel like your partner is, yeah, they're like feeling like you are abandoning them. What is this? Because now they can see clearly what it is that they want. But they feel like you're rejecting them. Because now your focus is not on them. Oh, this is interesting. So what this is saying is you're going to have these responsibilities. Like you're going to be dealing with closing this up. I feel like it's not going to be something that's simple or overnight fix, whatever you're focused on. But the universe, spirit guides, are telling you to focus on the bigger picture. 'Cause this could turn into a bigger issue when it doesn't need to. Okay, let me see some more advice. I'm curious. Oh, the advice came flying out. And we have the star, the 8 of cups, and the moon. Yeah, here's the thing. This is saying, like, if you want to heal or work on this relationship, you're going to have to take some of your emotion that you have in whatever this is you're working on and put it on your relationship, you know. It's like there needs to be some sort of like communicate. Yeah, you need to take a break to communicate with your partner so they don't be so worried, because I feel like they're going to get in their head so much that it's going to create a bigger problem when it really doesn't need to be that big. Okay, so it's like a heads up. All right, so let's get into your spiritual reading, Gemini. All right, Gemini, let's do your spiritual energy. So, let's see. Okay, so we have child, dog, mountain, and a garden. What I see here is when you are ready for a new beginning, when you want things to change, when you see things from a new light, you know, when you become a blank slate, when you have optimism, change comes with that. So it forces you to face your loyalties, what you have been loyal to, the things that you've said, the actions you've taken, how you've performed up until this point. And you have to decide like what to keep and what not to keep, what to keep doing, what not to do, what's helping, what's hindering, you know, what's creating a blockage, what's helping you move forward. So I feel like September for you, Gemini, is like that, you know. It's like testing loyalties, whether this is people, situations, ideals, testing loyalties. The point here is to get over obstacles so you can grow. Okay? So you can be abundant. It's like moving things out of the way, shifting things, changing mindset. Okay? Yep. What's been blocking you and not allowing you to pass through? That's what this is with impasse and expansion. You know? Sometimes we wear our self-worth and who we are in our like doctrines, you know? And sometimes we need to change those. You know, as we grow, those ideals change. We don't always believe the same things. I mean, at one point we all believed in Santa Claus. You know what I mean? And we have to just like realize that Santa Claus isn't real. I mean, you know, whatever. But that's what this is. It's like your self-worth has been attached to your beliefs or how you have been doing things. And it's time to get more in touch with how you truly feel about things. And opening up is like realizing the truth, your truth, speaking from your heart. Are you doing and acting the way that you want to communicate to others, you know? Or are you playing like this hard to get sort of game and then wondering why people are not being vulnerable to you, you know, things like that. Now let's see what the advice is for you. Queen of Pentacles, Hangman, Four of Cups. I knew it was going to be 6 cards. Three of Swords, Eight of Cups, and the Moon. Yeah. It's like you've been doing things a certain way, Gemini, and it's time to see, like, is this nurturing the outcome or the goal that you want to achieve? It's like a readjustment period for you to start getting rid of things or releasing things or changing things, cutting things out of your life. I feel like there's a lot of things surrounding or coming up to September that you've just kind of let happen, you know, that you've just been surrendering to or not changing. You just kind of accepted things, and emotionally it's not good for you. So I feel like in order for you to move forward or to be more emotionally satisfied, it's time to like cut those things out or change those things. It's almost like by accepting things and not speaking up or not creating change, it's like you're denying yourself happiness is what it looks like. Okay. And I do see that you have been doing this for a reason with the Moon card and the Four of Cups here. It's like there's a bigger picture. There's emotions involved. There's habits involved. There's people's feelings. There's maybe shadow work involved for you or someone else. Like there's deeper issues that are involved here. But I feel like if you do not start the process, then it will never get to a finality, if that makes any sense. Okay? So Gemini, I love you. Okay? And I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.